The coin we are rolling this is Reddie, Rerun of Reality. So you have to have 2 meter. 2 meter around you, and they are very strict, so you have to scan the environment. And oh, okay. So then you go on the steps, and then there's an action. So you stay within your 2 minutes code. Okay. That's pretty cool, and then I move to the next step. I like it because it's not MR, it's FrOgZ, but yeah, you look good. I quite like this quirkiness. So make sure you've got nothing, because you can't see anything. It's not MR, it's fully the experience. So I'm clicking on the arrow. Okay.
Welcome to the Curvature Games GmbH Scientific Module 2021B. Today we'll be exploring the subject of redirection. Redirection is not to be confused with red fire engine. Immature humor like this is far too childish for the serious topic we'll be discussing today. To explain redirection, first we must explain virtual reality. So what is virtual reality? Fortunately, it's the device you have strapped onto your face at this very moment. This will save us a lot of time. Experiment 1. We put a human being test subject, you, into a virtual reality headset to demonstrate the benefits of virtual reality and redirection. The first task for our subject is to pick up Reddie, our redirected walking mascot.
Hello.
Now, our subject is free to explore the space. Next, the subject places Reddie in the receptacle, here. Comfy?
Yep.
The subject may have noticed that Reddie is now bluey.
A blue.
The subject presses the corresponding color on the terminal. Now, the subject has noticed that Reddie's color has changed yet again. How curious.
Hello.
This task is repeated until it is completed. Yes, I am well aware that I just dropped a dope rhyme. Whoopsie daisy, Reddie has fallen onto the floor. Now don't panic. I told you not to panic. This program has already altered the test subject's perception, and now they have entered an impossible space. This space should not exist, but the test subject is clearly inside of it. Quite the achievement. Here, have a certificate for achieving the impossible. The subject is then invited to place Reddie on the podium.
No.
Reddie is then transported underground into the other room. The subject is urged to go get him. Reddie is then picked up and our team is reunited.
Yep.
Our test subject is once again invited to place Reddie snugly into the wall socket.
The wall socket. Where is the wall socket?
Our test subject is once again invited to place Reddie snugly into the wall socket.
Okay.
The subject is invited to remember the limited bounds of their play space. The subject's play space is no match for the power of redirection, as we have now explored 3 separate areas, all with natural movement. Astonishing. The test subject is also astonished. Ready as well.
Wow.
Okay. It's a bit boring now.
Now that the gate is open, the subject takes Ready out of the wall socket. Well done, test subject. And well done, Ready.
Wow.
Okay, physically I'm
The
going to
test
walk.
subject throws their hands up in the air and waves them like they just...
Wow.
Yep.
Oh dear. It seems like the test subject has lost their head. Perhaps Ready would make a great replacement.
It's funny how they mix. So that's my ceiling and my lighting, and then there is mixed reality. There's mixed reality. It's just a okay. Okay, that's starting to be a bit annoying, so I don't know if it's bug, but that's an interesting concept. It's funny because here is a physical space, but they blocked it, so it's quite clever. Supposed to put my head back.
Test subject! Test subject! Ah, good, you're finally listening. I've been asking you, what have you done with Ready? No matter,
Ready.
the experiment is over. Well, for now you can use this replacement. The test subject places Neddy onto the podium to complete the experiment. Congratulations! Did you see it? We have inserted gameplay tasks which have redirected the test subject,
Actually, well done for the
multiplying your ordinary play space in virtual reality several times over. Look how much space our test subject, you, have covered. A whopping 10 square meters. Much larger than your pitiful 2 by 2 meter real world play space. Movement in virtual reality is often achieved with nausea-inducing stick movement or immersion-breaking teleportation. During this experiment, we have demonstrated how to explore an environment naturally, never abstracting the subject's movement. This
Very
is the key
interesting for the
to
free
maintaining
movement.
total immersion. Thank you, test subject, and thank you, Reddie.
Purpley.
Neddy, for aiding us in this important demonstration. The test subject will continue this educational module in the next experiment, which will begin in 5 seconds.
experiment.
Test subject, due to your accidental, or some would say unstable performance in the last experiment, you are now presented with a much more, challenging task. The test subject finds themselves in a very cozy room with the thrilling new task to stay here. No, not forever, but just for as long as humanly possible. So, test subject, are you ready for this exciting task? Forever begins now. Imagine, test subject, if the experiment was completed simply as requested. We could be on to experiment 2, or even 3 by now. Not that this experiment, an experiment in endurance, isn't just as important. The test subject feels some strange kinship with their Reddie in the cage, which is unusual, as both their situations are clearly quite different. Have you wiped your shoes on the welcome mat on your way in?
I just did.
You are going to be here for a while. You wouldn't want to scuff up the place. That would be rather depressing. The test subject is probably wondering if there is a key to the lock, forgetting the more zen-like and peaceful task at hand of embracing stillness. Knowing there is no stereotypical place to hide a key in this part of the experiment, under the guidance of the wise and good-natured narrator, the test subject remembers that perhaps the key
he's just
may
talking
not
about
even
there's a key
match
somewhere, but he doesn't want to make it obvious, so it should
the
be
test
somewhere.
subject feels some strange kinship with their Reddie in the cage, which is unusual, as both their situations are clearly quite different. Knowing there is no stereotypical place to hide a key in this part of the experiment, under the... What are you doing?
You have to
Don't you think that Reddie was locked away
action
for a
some of
good
the
reason?
items, like some of the objects.
This is the exact type of behavior that got you here in this special experiment room with the rest of the hopefuls.
Angry.
Hungry? Hungry? What could it possibly eat?
So the baby Reddie is hungry.
Oh heavens. I think I might...
Getting bigger and bigger.
I know Reddies can be unstable. This is why we have them here. But this is something else.
Pac-Man.
What are you doing down there? Where even is there? Well, you clearly appear to be
Okay, that's
in
alright.
some sort of